I want to break out of that commercial break to show you these live images out of Gaza City right now. This is the most activity we've seen in about an hour and 15 minutes. This is Israel attacking Gaza City. There are lots of explosions, lots of smoke. At one point, if we get this image again, we can show you, you saw something fly up way high up into the air as Israel responds to the horrendous terrorist attack that has claimed the lives of at least 800 men, women, and children, over 100 hostages, and 9 of those killed were Americans. We do not have a number on the hostages. We are working on that. So these are the live images here. And these terror attacks in Israel forced my next guest to shelter with her family underground. She posted a video online describing what happened. Let's take a look here.
The siren started going off. Stella came to me and said, "Mommy, there's a bomb drill." I said, "In Israel, they don't have bomb drills." She started freaking out. She grabbed Ollie, jetted to the stairwell to the bomb shelter. We were in and out of that bomb shelter for the better part of the day.
Joining me now is Lizzy Savetsky. She is an American activist for Israel. And Lizzy, you just landed and came straight here, and we appreciate that. Take us back to that morning. I know in the video you explained it, but now that you had a little bit of distance to think about it, what do you remember?
Unfortunately, that was really just the beginning of some of the scary things. I haven't even had a chance to share with my followers what had happened since we left for the airport, our situation on the airplane. But going back to the beginning, you know, we were celebrating the Jewish holiday of Simchas Torah. We had been in Israel for Sukkot. We did not have our phones because we are observant, so we had no idea what was going on. We didn't know that the attacks had started at 6:30 a.m. The first we heard was at around 8:30 in Jerusalem. The siren, the red alert siren, started going off. And, you know, we're not used to hearing these things. Of course, people that live in Israel are more on high alert than we are as American tourists. And my daughter came in and she said, somebody in the hotel says that there's a bomb drill.
How old is she?
She's 10 years old.
Okay.
And I knew that there's no drills in Israel. And so she grabbed my 3-year-old son and started sprinting down the stairs. I was putting on my shoes. She was yelling to me, "Mommy, we don't have time to put on our shoes." Just sheer panic.
So she knows.
She knows. She knows. You know, this is, you know, I'm an Israel activist, so we talk about these things, but it's usually more from a theoretical perspective, not something that we've lived personally. I've lived in Israel, but I've never been in a bomb shelter.
Wow.
So this was a first.
So what happened to you on the way to the airport?
So when we got on the airplane, we heard that certain parts of the airport were on lockdown and people were in bomb shelters, and people started whispering to each other on the plane that they were seeing on Twitter images of the Iron Dome shooting down rockets right directly over the airport. And, you know, I was sitting in a row with my husband and my 3-year-old son. My girls are sitting in front of us. I didn't want to make them nervous, but we were absolutely terrified. We didn't know, you know, we're stuck on this airplane. We don't know what's going to happen. And everyone said together that the Jewish traveler's prayer in one line, and it is, "Save us from our enemies." Mm-hmm. And it's something that we say every time we're on an airplane, but it had never felt so poignant.
I could talk to you for hours, but I did want to get to this just so that we can get your reaction to it, because I should just interviewed Guy Benson and Josh Kroshar talking about, you know, here in America, you had the rallies pro-Israel and against yesterday, and the New York Post cover says "vile rally." Mm-hmm. That's the headline. The squad members in Congress. Okay, so this is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar. We can put this up on the screen. Call for number 3. They are calling for a ceasefire. And
ceasefire. Right. I'm sorry. When did the Israelis fire? I'm missing something. How can people without weapons, who are innocent civilians, children, old elderly, an 85-year-old woman, a Holocaust survivor. These people aren't armed, so I don't know what they mean by ceasefire. I find that highly offensive. And I think that anyone that is rallying in favor of this right now really needs to check their moral compass, because we're talking about innocent women who have been raped, paraded through the streets with blood coming down their legs. These images are the most horrific things that I've seen since Holocaust times. And for anyone to say that Israel did anything to deserve this is just insane.
Do you have friends that have people that they know that were killed or that are being held hostage?
I do. I have a close friend who I grew up with whose cousin is being held, or missing, being held hostage. She was on one of the kibbutzes that was taken over. And, you know, Israel's a small country. The Jewish people are very tight. There's not that many of us. So we're all about 1 degree of separation away from somebody who's been directly impacted.
How can people follow you?
You can follow me at Lizzy Savetsky, Lizzy Savetsky, Savetsky on Instagram. And I'll be continuing to post, as I have been, my personal experiences as well as what's happening on the ground.
Glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me, Dana.
All right, Lizzy?
Thank God.
All right, you
Yes.
take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.